Oh, that's not good. Good evening, guys.
Hi, guys.
We're coming to you live from EPCOT. It's Chris and Susan here from Ear to Ear Magic. Oh, hang on just a second, guys. Oh, we're gonna get stopped every time. Can we fix that?
No.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
It's turned off. It's off. My email is closed.
Okay. We keep getting notifications, so if don't worry, we're gonna stick on with you. Hope you guys are having a great and wonderful afternoon. We are here from 5 until park closed today, and so we're gonna make the most of it. We get another night here in a Disney park.
Woo!
Actually, when you're thinking that, well, maybe it's going to close at 7 p.m. like it was a couple of weeks ago, or just a few days ago, we don't get to see parks anymore at night. But no, it's going to be open till 9 o'clock tonight, so we're going to make the most of it. Andrew, thanks for watching and joining up with you guys. Hey, Colin, how's it going? We're going to get started here. We're going to make the most of what we can for the food here at EPCOT. We're going to have a little bit of fun. Of course, we're going to try to stick some rides in there as well.
Of course.
Of course, we're going to try to find some gluten-free food for Susan to have some nom-noms as well.
Who knows? Maybe we'll do some shopping too.
Oh, I definitely think we're going to get in some shopping. We're going to go looking for some merchandise and see what else we can find. So if you got some things in your mind that you're looking for, make sure you let us know in the chat. And speaking of chat, if you guys are watching us and you're thinking, well, wait a minute, I can't seem to make a comment. You have to have a YouTube account to do that.
Yeah.
It's free. So what I would recommend you go ahead and do is see if you can set up an account real quick. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and you can join the chat. So make sure you go ahead and set up that account, pick a really cool username,
Yep.
and join us in the chat. Let us know where you're from, and we're glad that you're with us here tonight. It seems kind of strange because it seems late, but it's not. We've got several hours in front of us.
Hours, yeah.
So, all right, let's go have some fun. I'm kind of excited because, first of all, we've got some food kiosks we haven't been to yet.
Yep.
We haven't been to the fire kiosk. It has opened since our last live stream here. You guys, I don't know if there's anything
I don't
gluten-free.
think there's anything there for me, but we'll see.
I hope maybe you can fire out the gluten. I don't know.
I don't think so.
And then the Alps, that just says cheese all over it.
I think we said that if they left off the bread, I could do that.
I think
So
it's
we
like
might be able to-
vegetables and then hot melted
and
cheese on
hot
top of
melted
things.
cheese, and I'm all about cheese. So,
Oh, I mean, is there anybody here who doesn't like cheese? If no, you can jump off
maybe you can't do cheese, and for that I'm sorry.
So we're gonna check out the Alps, and of course, we're going to be looking for some of the merchandise that's been out here recently as well. So lots of new stuff here since as of late. Of course, we're going to be talking about all the new Disney news and things that have happened in the late. And we got some new things from Governor Ron DeSantis today. I think it's going to be really good for chatting and talking about today as well. New news when it comes to the state of Florida. So thanks for jumping in. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Let's go have some fun here at EPCOT.
Let's go.
And look at those guys. It's going to be a great day.
It's a gorgeous day, guys.
It's warm.
A little warmer, but later on this week it's supposed to be cooler with highs in the low 80s. And for those of you that know Florida, right now we're in the low 90s. So that's like a good 10 degrees cooler, and we will take that.
So Colin is ready to get started. We're excited to get and see what we're going to see today as well, Colin. And then, of course, Emma, thanks for joining. And everyone, we need everybody to be quiet. And we're going to whisper for the next little bit until Steve can finish out his work day. So
Nobody give us away.
keep the volume down for a bit. And when you're done, let us know. We'll turn the volume back up. I love the soundtrack here at the beginning of EPCOT too. I have to say, this is, the iconic sounds of EPCOT. Let's slip on over this way.
Yeah.
So we still have the split here at the very beginning of deciding where you want to go,
They're
either
still
left or right.
working out all the finishes.
Oh, here, can I sneak a peek through the? Oh, look, you guys can barely see the haziness, but there is the fountain behind there.
You can see the fountain.
I mean, you can kind of see the idea. You can see some shapes. It's kind of there a little bit. We can use our imagination. So, hey, Diana, good evening. And it would be a real shame if I accidentally lifted this up and you guys saw over the wall too. That'd be terrible. That would be terrible. That would be terrible if you guys saw stuff we couldn't see. But no, they're working on the new fountain back there. We can see the new ballast, pillars. What's the word we want to use for that? The pretty shiny things. That's a PST right there. The PSTs. Look, the PSTs there. I see some new things there that are off to the side. Can you guys see those? So this is a throwback to EPCOT of latter past days. Original EPCOT fountain. And that is a beautiful thing though. It's really cool. And what's really nice is at night when you come through, the lights coming through here, like sundown's really cool.
It's gorgeous.
So
there's no way to tell if the metal pieces that we're seeing are just part of some
I think there's scaffolding. I think it's scaffolding.
I don't think it's part of anything.
It's too non-pretty.
Yeah.
It's too non-Disney to not be anything but just scaffolding in the beginning.
I think it would have raised the fence so you could see it.
So, you know what I'm anticipating, guys, is that, a few months from now, when you guys are joining us on live streams, we're going to come over here. We're going to stand right here. All these walls will be down. A beautiful fountain up. Fountain waters will be coming through. And guess what else will be there?
So excited.
I hope to see monorail starting to come well. That would be some really great photos, really great videos as the monorails are coming through past the new fountain.
Yes.
Just kind of on the positive side of where things are going to be in the future. So, well, and the pin trader store is so busy, they actually have guests waiting outside.
They have a line.
What's our standby for 25 minutes for Spaceship Earth's not bad.
We are at the 2-hour mark, so
They may be cleaning.
they're probably
Clean, 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 clean. Make sure everything is sanitized. So how are you guys doing? How's your week so far?
It's a good start for your weekend.
Kyla wants to know why am I looking at the fence netting. I'm using my imagination. I really am. I'm imagining what it looks like on the other side when they get done. Well, we can see what the fountain's going to look like. So I don't know how far up we can go this way. It's probably going to go just up to the exit. What I do want to do is I want to see if what we can see as far as progress. Probably just at the exit. But I would like to see if there's any new looks or things as far as demolition. Susan's going to go for the shade. I don't disagree with her. We're going to get lots of sunshine this afternoon. So here in the middle, they're still doing some. And you can see in the far areas over there, you can see where they have cleared out and done some work over by the permanent mouse gears.
This is kind of fun right here because this used to be one of the support pieces for the big sail covering.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that. You're right. Look, it is not, that piece is not there. You know what it is now? Look, this is a place for you to stand and look over the wall.
Yeah, no, it doesn't really.
No, it doesn't. I can still stand up here. Woo, look how pretty it is. But all this area up here, it used to be the Fountain of Nations. Over there was the umbrella, electric umbrella. That's being demolished even more. What we do have here is the famous Disney wall. Anyone know what this is? Who can tell me which Disney wall this is? Anyone? You remember which one it is, right?
The bubblegum wall.
It's the bubblegum wall. Hashtag bubblegum wall. It kind of looks like bubblegum.
A little bit.
You can chew it up. Spit it out if you want to.
Oh.
So, all right, I just wanted to see if we could see anything further around the corner. So right now it really is kind of a dead end. It is the exit to Spaceship Earth. There's nothing else further, but continually kind of see what we can find. But so one of the best views ever at EPCOT. I mean, if you like me, guys, I think I take a picture of Spaceship Earth every time I leave this park. If you don't, have you really been to EPCOT? So should we walk around to the other side to see about one of the food booths over there?
Sure, we can see if any of them are open over there.
So if you guys are joining us ever for the first time, welcome. We're glad that you are with us tonight here, Ear to Ear Magic. It's Susan and myself here enjoying the evening for the next few hours here at EPCOT. We've accidentally just joined the line for Spaceship Earth. We did, we just joined. We just jumped out. And
Want to know who's staff?
yes, if let's do a quick staff introduction if you guys would like to. As far as our part of Ear to Ear Magic, this is Susan.
Hi.
I'm Chris, and that's our staff.
That's it.
So, and now we're done with staff introductions. We anything you see as far as Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube,
That's all us.
it's all us. So sometimes if you think, well, you guys seem really tired, it's because sometimes it's a lot of running around. I wish sometimes we had staff that could just help us, take apart. That'd be awesome if we had like a staff. One of these days we get so big, Disney fans, who can join us on staff. Like, all right, today, Simon Peters is going to be over at Hollywood Studios, and he's got that taken care of. I've got Magic Kingdom. Maybe even put one of our children over in EPCOT.
Yep.
No, we can't put them in EPCOT. They'll eat too much.
That's
Too
true.
much good food
We
in
don't have
EPCOT.
the budget for that.
No, we don't have the budget for that just yet. So I have to put one of the kids at maybe Animal Kingdom.
Yep.
No, they can watch other animals eat. But that would be cool. Right now, it's kind of us. So
Yep.
if you guys ever have questions, if you guys ever have anything you need from us that we can help with, it's going to be coming from one of the two of us. So
Absolutely.
we are most of any questions, messages. And if you guys ever send us a comment or a question, either on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, and you don't get an answer, I promise you it's because
We just missed it.
we may have missed it. We try to answer every single question, every single comment, and we love messages like that.
Absolutely.
And matter of fact, if you check down in our comments and our descriptions of our videos here on YouTube, somehow we've gotten on the wrong side of the road here.
I don't know how we could be on the. We're on
I'm
the
not
right
sure.
side. We're on the right side
If,
of the road, which is the right side.
If you guys ever feel inclined and you're one who likes to send postcards or anything like that, we actually have a magic mail address. You can send us stuff as well. We'd love to receive correspondence from you guys as well.
Absolutely.
So, we're coming up here behind the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, which is doing quite well.
Definitely. The fencing inside.
Oh yeah, they're doing some more stuff on the inside. Let's pop over here. We got more stuff going on in the front of the Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
So I'm going to guess that they're working on something to go out in front of the ride. And they
That really
haven't
cool
added-
spaceship, maybe?
Maybe the beginnings of it, at least.
Because I remember from the concept drawings, they have a spaceship from,
Fenced around it, so you cannot
oh wow.
see.
It's going to be weird when we have a roller coaster in Epcot. I mean weird in a good way though.
Exciting.
I'm excited about it.
Can't wait.
So,
And
so Diane was asking a question. Now that we're back in shade and I actually can see the screen.
Yeah.
Actually, I might have to hand this over to you.
But she's really nice.
Let me take my glasses off. I don't normally wear sunglasses, mainly because I can't read any comments, and that's a big problem.
And for fourth grade? Yeah. But I had her for social studies for fourth and fifth grade.
So,
She's one of my favorite teachers. Yeah.
all right, so Diana was asking, usually Spaceship Earth is never busy. I don't know, there have been times when we've gone past Spaceship Earth and it's been quite long lines. This is before the shutdown and the pandemic.
Definitely.
We have seen lines go really far out and back. Yeah, Jen, as far as the kids go, our kids are going to be like super trivia people. I think they'll enjoy it as much as we do, hopefully. Diana was asking, is Food and Wine really the only time Epcot is ever busy? Well,
You know, because this was a question before like COVID. We would have people ask, when's the slow time? And when we first started doing this, there were actually slow times between after school started, between
that one week in September, that 2 weeks in
different,
January,
dates here, a couple
1
days
week in
there.
December.
Disney has done a So they added food and wine. That's done really well, to the point that they started moving pre-COVID, started moving the free dining away from those dates because they didn't need it anymore to bring people in. And then they added the Flower and Garden Festival in the springtime, when maybe not quite around spring breaks, before spring break started, to kind of pull people into that time. And then they added the Festival of the Arts, and they added the Holiday Festival.
Festival of the Holidays.
And they kind of just filled all of those.
The only time there isn't a festival right now is summertime.
Summer.
Yeah, middle of the
It's
summer.
kind of statistically a higher travel time anyways. People who couldn't travel at any other time because it's in school for their children or maybe their jobs, that's when they travel. So they've done a really good job of filling that gap. So I would say I don't want to say that it's busy all the time, but it is definitely, there's not that slow time that there was before.
With 4 festivals, there's always something going on here at EPCOT, and it's gotten a lot busier over the years. They've done a great job, like Susan said, kind of covering everything.
They really have.
Even like the Festival of the Arts. It used to be January was like, so nothing happened in January and February. And all of a sudden the Festival of the Arts have taken on such a life of its own. It's going to be, I'm curious to see what it's going to be like for next year. I'm hoping they're going to start to open things back up again. Love the Festival of the Arts. And it's actually one of the more profitable festivals that they have here at EPCOT. So I hope that they really are able to kind of open things back up again.
It's a really fun combination of the food that we love at every single festival and the art that we absolutely adore that is Disney. So.
Jen says that this is the festival park. It kind of is. It kind of is the festival park. That's very true. As far as the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, when it's supposed to open, we don't have an official opening date.
Nope, no date. And this whole COVID shutdown thing has kind of thrown everything.
All the schedules are
out the window.
out the windows.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure that fingers crossed next year. They've done a lot of work on it, but I mean, you can still see like the front of the building is still open.
there's still a lot to be done
There's
on
still
it.
a lot to be done.
So now, you know what? Actually, I want to come over. I want to share this with these guys over here. Let's head this direction. I want to take you guys over to Mission Space because I want to take a look at it myself. There was a restaurant that was supposed to open in April of this year. It was delayed. Of course, now restaurants overall are sort of up in the air and how things are working. One of the business areas of business that are having a really hard time trying to get things up and running again. But I want you guys to see, I'm going to flip it back over to Spaceship Earth here, or Mission Space.
So the boxes are gone off the top of the...
Oh, that's right. Up of the redoing the top of the building over there. They're making some good progress on the roof over there.
They do still have a few triangles to replace, but for the most part, they replaced them all with this darker, deep gold color as opposed to the bright, the yellow, brassy color.
This is going to be the new Play Pavilion when it opens. And the new Play Pavilion is going to... Now, what you're looking down here at the bottom is actually the exit to Mission Space. And it's the gift shop. But on beyond that, the building over there is going to be Play. The Play Pavilion is where a lot of meet and greets are going to be transitioned over to. Lots of things for the family and kids to enjoy. What we're looking at over here, though, notice the wall. This will be the entrance area and entrance way for the new restaurant. I believe Space 220.
Yes.
So I was curious to see if there's any signs of it changing or anything else being added to it.
I don't see anything right now, but who knows what's behind that wall.
We've seen, I've actually seen the side of the building where they built the restaurant during races. And I don't want to breach that subject just yet. We'll get into that a little bit later. But some of the races where you get to run behind the scenes, I remember seeing the first buildings being built. You can see that is actually the restaurant over there in the green building, where they will have sort of like a simulator for a restaurant. So you'll actually go up in space and they will take you on a space ride up to the restaurant. So I can't wait to get a chance to eat there for the first time.
Sure.
Whoa, they've really extended the queue. Now, if you guys follow us on Instagram, I posted some images yesterday from Magic Kingdom where Pirates of the Caribbean had a 50-minute wait, which in itself is not a huge number for Pirates. It's just 50 minutes is not all that bad. But the fact that they've added this means that as lines get longer, they have to have space to put the queue.
Just math. It means that the line got long enough that they had to.
That's a temporary space. They had to put some queues together. Of course, it seems to be back down now. But yesterday, Pirates was wrapped all the way back and forth to head over to Jungle Cruise. Right now, we're at a 55-minute wait. So just under an hour for test track.
Generally, your actual wait time has been lower, and you can get in line. You don't pay attention to the wait time unless you happen to be in line during one of those cooling times. At this time, it's normally pretty accurate, maybe even a little bit better than what you actually wait. But I mean, that's just kind of a side effect of people feeling more confident in traveling. More people come.
More people are coming. Lines are getting longer. No fast passes still.
And see how. Unlike Universal, they do not have any virtual queues set up for anything except for Rise of the Resistance. So that means that they have to extend those lines.
So they have a queue line set up here for the donut box, which has had the sign on it coming this fall for quite a long time, but still not open. So still waiting for the donuts to arrive. Somebody called the donut guys, tell them it's time to make the donuts. Is that a reference that still even is as relevant? Do people even know what that reference is anymore? I think somebody was asking about how Tron was coming along. It's doing quite well. Matter of fact, on the live stream from Monday, we did an extensive look, kind of walking over and seeing the canopy. So you go check it out and see some of the images, but they are working on the outside canopy at the moment. Okay, so here's Flavors from Fire. Flavors from Fire used to be over in the other side, closer to Imagination Pavilion. Let's go check out the menu. I want to flip on the other side so we can maybe see it a little easier. All right, Flavors from Fire, a return of a booth. Corned beef corner route. Smoked corned beef with crispy potatoes, cheese curds, pickled onions, and beer cheese fondue. The chimichurri up of offense. I'm kind of getting a feel here what this is going on here. Charred chimichurri skirt steak on a smoked corn cake with pickled vegetable slaw and cilantro. Aioli. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. The s'mores whoopie pylon. Pylon. Pylon.
Oh, it's got bacon.
So smoked chocolate cake, graham cracker, marshmallow, chocolate ganache, and candied bacon. Wow. Too bad it's got that graham cracker in there. And the cake.
Well, and the cake.
And the cake. You know, if it didn't have cake and graham cracker, then it'd be a bacon marshmallow.
The chimichurri sounds delicious.
The chimichurri does.
Corn cake, so.
Yeah, it does have the corn cake on it as well.
Do you want to try something?
I think we should try something. I think for everyone's sake, we should try something. So. What do you guys think? What do you think is the most inviting on the menu so far? Let's go ahead and try the chimichurri. Let's get the chimichurri. So again, that is a charred chimichurri skirt steak, smoked corn cake, pickled vegetable slaw, and cilantro aioli. And I'm kind of a sucker for anything that has an aioli on it. I think anything aioli. It does smell delicious. All right, so we didn't order everything, but maybe we can get an idea of what everything looks like. So that looks like we're going to be ordering the chimichurri. And let me guess, this is the corned beef probably. And in the background, oh my gosh, look at that, guys. This is that's the whoopie pie line. Oh my gosh, it looks like a hamburger. Like a, that looks amazing.
If I could eat it, I would be eating that right now.
That does look pretty good.
It looks delicious.
So that's the whoopie pie line. Here's the corned beef. And of course we got the chimichurri skirt steak, so. See if we can find a spot that's a little shaded, maybe, possibly. See if we can find a shaded table. Melanie's Magical Adventures. Good afternoon. Emma, I'm glad you can share your afternoon with us. Thank you so much. Oh, it's nice and cool over here too.
I may have to steal like a bite of the steak.
I was gonna say, if you can get some of the
is
steak,
fine.
even if you can't get the corn
That
cake.
coleslaw,
All right.
oh my goodness.
So
It
we're
all
actually
looks
standing still. We're actually
delicious.
eating. So I'm gonna take the mask off. All right, so let's do our image. We're gonna, you know what? Where's?
You gotta shoot a photo.
Yeah, we gotta take a picture of it so I can remember later after I eat it. So,
So good.
all right, does that look good? Thumbs up for anybody on that one.
I am a huge fan of chimichurri.
Corn cake. I think you can get a bite of that steak without getting any of
I
the
think so.
corn cake
Like
on
with
there.
this piece right here.
Yeah, that piece has
okay.
got your name on it right
It
there.
does.
And this is how big it is too. It's bigger than my head. Look at this.
Don't know.
Look at that. Look how huge this thing is. Like it could feed a
Items in
nation
your
out of it.
mirror may be smaller than they appear.
All right, we're using Susan's new metric system of how many toddler heads this is.
It's like a quarter of a
This
toddler
is a quarter of a toddler head.
Yeah.
So, you know, if that makes any sense. So,
All right, here, you take a pretty photo.
let's get some pictures to share with our people on social media afterwards.
You have to refill my water.
You know, I thought about bringing a water bottle for myself today.
You can still see
So,
straight through the bottle.
by the way, this past week, the temperatures in Florida went down almost 1 degree. So we know
Crazy.
we know this.
So we know fall has arrived, yeah.
So hopefully you guys are having some good temperatures while where you're at.
Just waiting for the temperatures at night to be lower than everyone else gets in the day in the summertime. That to me will be the milestone. Like our lows are 75. Taking some video.
I have to document everything because later on I get into a haze of like I ate so much. What was that? What did I have? What was good?
That thing.
Everything was
that
so good for the most
thing by
part.
the playground. That thing.
All right, so you want to scavenge one of your
Let me
pieces
scavenge
there?
a piece. I'm gonna use my fingers just so I know it doesn't touch anything it shouldn't. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good.
You love chimichurri anyway.
Mm,
So Steve, it does look good.
it's delicious.
Oh, it smells good.
It's really tender.
Is it? I was really afraid of because sometimes you know when you
For
hear
skirt
you hear
steaks,
skirt steak and you're
sometimes
like it can be a
It
little.
has to be treated very
chewy.
carefully.
So
It's good.
all right, now this is a corn cake. What's
It looks like a pancake with corn in it.
yeah? It kind of looks like a
Like a
hoe
griddle
cake.
cake, yeah.
You guys know what a hoe cake is?
I'm
Used
sure
to-
there is some cornmeal in there.
I
but
remember
flour as well.
growing up and us having cornbread that was made like this all the time. I don't want to get a little slaw in there as well.
Probably could have asked for one without the corn cake. I mean, those are being put together in the back of the kitchen. You know. I'm gonna have some of this slaw.
Good.
I don't get any slaw. It looks like it's like jicama or something. Is it not cabbage? It doesn't look like cabbage.
It does kind of like jicama slaw. I just like to say jicama. Jicama slaw.
It's good.
You guys know what jicama slaw is?
It's not cabbage. Definitely jicama. It's good. It's yummy. Now Chris can see the rest.
I'll have to eat the rest because, you know, I got corn all over it.
Emma, it is delicious. If you have a chance to get it, I highly recommend.
So, you guys will see it up close.
It's yummy. I can't speak for the corn cake, of course, but
Corn cake's pretty good too.
It's delicious. So,
The thing about corn cakes is sometimes they can get a little stale, a little hard.
we have quite a few friends in the park today, so we'll see. We may run into them at some point.
Yeah, and if you guys are here, ever,
Say hello.
this is an open invitation. You guys see us, please say hello.
Yeah, come say hi.
If, you know, it's great to see you guys here on the live stream, but we'd much rather see you guys in person.
Absolutely.
Wow. That is good. So, it's just kind of a combination you never think of doing yourself at home. That's,
It's
you know,
fun. Fun little pancake.
matter of fact,
Like an open face sandwich.
It
with
really
the
is kinda
corn
like
cake
that.
on the bottom.
I can kind of see making a sandwich cake, so to speak.
Our kids would like this.
Well, one of them would not. Too much stuff touching each other.
That's true. We have one of our kids who does not like his food mixed up, so casseroles. It's kind of
Just
interesting
my fault,
because
though. It really is.
he likes spaghetti, like, you know, pasta with the meat sauce, and I always put tons of veggies in my sauce, and I'll throw cheese in, and he's fine with that. But anything else, no, rice and
Don't mix it together.
don't mix the things. Like, rice should be separate, and then the meat, like, it should be a side that doesn't touch anything else.
No, I may
If
have
he
to.
gets pancakes, he just wants straight up pancakes.
No
Half
syrup.
the time he doesn't even put syrup on them. Yeah. No whipped cream, no sauce, no berries. Although he
Or
will
if it is,
eat,
you just don't put them
he
together.
will eat blueberry pancakes or chocolate chip pancakes, but not stuff on top. He doesn't like that. So, no. But the other two would be all over this.
Now, I'm not getting a huge chimichurri.
Yeah, I was
flavor.
gonna say I didn't get a strong chimichurri flavor. The color of it is kind of pale green. Like, I'm used to a chimichurri having a pretty deep green depth to it. It's almost like a neon color because of all the herbs that are pureed into
I was
it.
expecting
This
it to be
one
just
is
covered
pretty
with chimichurri
pale,
sauce.
and there's not a ton of it. That being said, you do taste it. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
that it's not there at all.
The
but
flavor's
it's not
there, but it's not like it's
overpowering.
covered in chimichurri.
Yeah. Like, if I
expected like a
do
green
it
thing.
again, which there is distinct possibility that over the food and wine, you know, season, I may come and say, hey, can you make me one without the corn cake? And I'll probably say, and can you add a little extra chimichurri? So,
Are we whispering now? Is there a secret?
no. Well, I mean, it's our secret. Don't tell anyone. Sometimes you can ask
She's
for things and they'll
whispering
give it to you. Sometimes.
I'm gonna be thirsty after this. I do not have a water bottle.
He does not have a water bottle. No. I'm
Now,
trying to think of where the next spot is where we could get water.
I don't know. A little bit harder
Only
here
the
in Epcot.
popcorn locations in the, or like the popcorn over by Mission Space, and then the little stack kiosk over by the land. Those are the two locations you can get water. They're
So-
not giving water out at the quick service location.
So the slaw is a dry slaw. It's not like it's heavy
no,
mayo.
it's not got like a heavy sauce to it.
No, so
But
it's
that
very
being
dry.
said, the jicama taste is like nice and crisp and
It does add a lot of flavor and texture to it. That's the thing, is it adds to crunch. And I really like it when you add coleslaw to something for that texture.
Hey, Jan! Emma says she doesn't like her foods to touch either.
We get it. Totally get it.
That's
So-
him. That's him all day.
Generally,
He does not like it when I fix casseroles. Women feel sympathy for me.
I've gotten better. As a kid, really bad. I was sort of like our son. I didn't like things
They're
touched.
still not your favorite though.
I can eat casseroles all day long.
Like the casserole becomes the entree, and you should have 2 additional sides to go with it. You can't mix all the things up in one. He doesn't like that.
If you throw everything into a casserole, then you still need some sides.
If you make a soup, it should have a salad and some bread with it. Like, he wants you to turn it into a meal. Like it has to be a meal.
I gotta alternate flavors. Gotta have some bites. You can't have the same bite every bite for the meal.
Whereas I'm just happy to have salad or a bowl of soup or.
I want to move around.
Yeah.
I want to move around to the side, get some vegetables, and I want to go back to the salad.
Hey, Skipper Bob's breakdown. How are you?
Hey, Skipper Bob. Guess what? Have you heard at Universal? It's going to have haunted horror. The horror houses are going to be open every single day starting October 1st. Gotcha.
Yep.
Every single day,
Every
even
single
weekdays.
day.
So good news there.
Steve Watkins says that his boss just walked by and wanted to know why there were drool marks on his keyboard. We're sorry.
I don't know what you're watching before our live stream, but that's on you.
It's some delicious food. We agree.
Watching Food Network at work is going to get you in trouble. So that's the flavors from here.
Yeah.
2 entrees to try, 1 dessert, and of course some drinks as well.
Yep, they've got a mixed drink and a couple of beer selections.
Everything's got a little bit of a hard, deep cooking flavor to
yes,
it.
and a football theme because the sponsor of
Sponsored by the NFL,
NFL
on ESPN.
So that's the.
I don't know how many more things they could put on there.
Whoopie pile on instead of just pie.
The pylon.
Yes.
Piling it on
Pie
with bacon.
On.
I think it's funny they got the fire theme. They have the NFL theme. They should throw another theme in there,
Yeah,
like
just,
some off the wall theme.
Casserole of themes.
Yeah, just they're like a casserole. Just throw something else in there and expect it to be okay. What would be the next thing?
Why not?
Ice cubes. I have no idea.
Fire
But
and ice.
there we go. Fire and ice. That's a cliche if I've ever heard of one. All right, so we're gonna put our mic back on and head on back in to more things. But that was good, though. That was the
That was a good start.
And I'm actually going to, if I may, can I take a sip of your water?
There's not much in there. It's mostly ice.
Oh my gosh.
I like to stay hydrated. Chris will point out I get really cranky and miserable and
I would
sharing
drink
with
all day
everyone
long.
when I don't stay hydrated.
All right, guys, let's head on back in and see what else we can find here in the parks. Need to find a can, which means somewhere within 20 feet you should find one. I'm gonna back it up. All right, moving on. Susan found my trash can. Too bad I don't have any trash. Where's your trash can? I did? I was asking.
I was trying to find one that would require you to cross town.
I see. That's just wrong. I walk by and I smell it. And I'm like, I'm hungry again. It does. It smells good. It smells like grilling.
And they do have giant grills to the side. I don't know if we
didn't actually get to see that. I don't know if you guys saw it on the screen.
they're actually pushing the meats there.
So
that's pretty awesome.
I'm gonna turn the screen back around here. I can't see anything. It is so bright. I don't even know if I'm walking in the right direction.
Alright, so are we going to the left today?
Right now I'm just trying to turn the camera around so they can see everything. Whew, there we go. Enough of my face. So it's still kind of weird to come through here and to see things closed. Like festival centers and festival merchandise. There we go. I can actually see the screen now. We were zoomed in. I don't know if you guys can see anything.
Some little tiny thing really well. Oh, the American Pavilion. I love the American Pavilion. far away.
And then you can take the shortcut. You can't just drive all the way over.
No.
You can take a boat over
You
to
can
Morocco.
take a boat to Morocco. Or
We're gonna be walking though. I gotta work it off the corn cake. Again, it's also very quiet for the most part because you don't have any monorails coming through here, so the monorail never comes through. I look forward to the time where park hopping comes back in, and every 20 minutes you can expect a monorail to come through. That's generally what I use as my time keep, so to speak. You'll get about 3 monorails per hour, and you can just kind of get an idea of how long time has elapsed.
I would say at least some of the reason that they're not using monorails between the two, from the TTC to EPCOT right now, is that they are having smaller numbers within each monorail. So I have noticed they are pretty heavy on their monorails during the day to make sure that people don't have to wait too long to get to the Magic Kingdom.
All right, so major decision here as we come through.
Left is the Alps, which we have been talking about wanting to try.
That's true. And we may have to get something because Steve now is
To the
hungry.
right is the market show place.
The show place, the World Show Place, is to the
World
right.
Show place, and I think France. You haven't tried anything in France.
So they do have a new ice cream martini in the ice cream store that is fall themed. I think it's a pumpkin ice cream with a spiced rum poured over it and then served with a macaron.
That sounds yummy.
I know you don't like any of those things. You don't like any of those things.
Probably have the macaron ice cream sandwich switched to the fall theme.
Probably as well. So we may be having to take a step in there, but I don't know. Let's go. I'd say we go left and head toward the Alps and get some cheese first.
Okay.
How does that sound to you guys?
For melted.
I'm thinking we need to get some cheese because Steve is hungry, and I don't want Steve to stay hungry for too long.
No, we got to get Steve some food.
So, so the donut hole is still closed, but they have opened up a few other things. Islands of the Caribbean. Did you want to look at the menu?
Yeah, because they have jerk spice chicken there, and I think
Okay.
that.
Wow, we took all of 4 steps and we're like stopping again. But it is jerk spice chicken. It is gluten free.
Ooh, it has sweet plantains. I
Sweet
love
plantain salad. How can you make a salad with plantains?
Well, let's go find out.
No, I mean, come on. Let's stay in reality here, people. How do you make a plantain salad? Mango chutney yogurt. So, all right. So it looks like we're going to be getting some jerk spice chicken. It is one of the gluten-free items here. Susan doesn't have a huge selection. So I say take advantage of it where we can.
They do also have a frozen mojito.
Well, they should thaw it out.
So,
Are they gonna? Is it? Do you have to wait for it to thaw out?
one thing somebody told me growing up,
Playa Linda. Do you know what that is?
taking
Ah.
it to a room, my birth security.
Anybody else here on our chat know what a Playa Linda is? Hello, Slock Friction. Good to see you.
If I could get a jerk spice chicken, please. Is there anything else that you wanted to try?
I need something liquefied. I need something. What do you think?
Sangria, there's a frozen mojito. Always available Dasani bottled water.
Let's try the OPC family white sangria
Sangria,
and
so
see what that's like.
a jerk spice chicken and a white sangria.
And you can also get yourself a spike the beast spork. We actually have one of the sporks at home, and I actually had cereal with it the other day. The spoons were dirty, so I got the spork. I got the spike the beast spork, and just so you guys know, if you want to invest the $250, you actually can eat Dr. Frankenberry cereal with the spork. It is possible. I don't think they offer it here. I don't think you can get Frankenberry here, but it's you can get the spork. So, thank you. Frankenberry with a spork is very good. So I think Colin is excited about the jerk chicken. Now, we'll say that a jerk refers to the spices put on the chicken. It doesn't mean that the chicken itself was a really terrible person.
No.
Not like they walk around the place and they find all the really bad chickens and that guy's a jerk.
I need a sangria. There you go.
I have the thing.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, is there such a place?
There may be. There's a couple of places over there off to the side.
Under the cover.
Yep. Now this is normally the meet and greet area over here where Daisy will meet. We look forward to meet and greets coming back, but right now it looks like a shade for us to grab a bite of the jerk chicken. The plantain salad. Where is there a salad? I want to see the plantain salad.
What's that green part?
The yellow stuff is plantain salad?
I think so.
Wow, you're gonna have to try to convince me of that. And then the mango yogurt chutney.
Or maybe that's the mango yogurt chutney.
I want to see some plantains in there somewhere.
We'll see.
All right. Whoa, there's a chair there. When is there ever a chair at an EPCOT table? You guys see this? Like, when do you ever see a chair at one of these tables? That's crazy. All right, that's sticky. Don't touch that.
Yes, it is. I'm not going to touch that.
I'm already stressed out because I've touched the sticky. All right, let me get a quick picture of. You know, it's not the best, the prettiest setup.
Get you guys turned around. Maybe. There we go. Alright. Oh, we're crooked. Hang on, let me straighten us out. Trying to straighten us without touching the sticky.
There's sauce on the side.
There's sauce on the side.
There's sauce on the side. SOS.
It's not a good thing in this instance.
SOS.
Normally I like sauce on the side. Maybe not so much right now. Gotta put us up higher. There we go. Is that better? No, that's better.
I want to see that plantain
this
salad.
chair.
Yeah, do that.
Because this is kind of in our way.
Kind of
Would you like more taco or nachos?
I am not sunburned. I'm just kind of warm.
Well, it's
In
not.
case anyone wondered. I've had people ask me, so between the sunglasses and my mask, like I haven't really gotten tan lines, but I noticed today that Chris has a little
I do. I'm
little
self-conscious now.
bit
She
of tan
thinks I
line.
have like little lines there from
right
my mask.
here and right here.
I'm all self-conscious now.
Yeah, just the edge of his mask and the two pieces of elastic. You see. So,
We only get one. Did I only grab one napkin?
there's two. You want two napkins.
Woohoo! 2 for me and
I,
none for you.
what?
I'm just gonna have a
Share.
bite. This
You
is her
have to
jerk. This is
share.
her jerk spice chicken.
Oh, hello.
Loving this world. How are you doing this afternoon? We're over here. This is the Caribbean.
Yes. Yes.
The Caribbean booth. This is one of the
chutney right there.
one of the few. That looks like a plantain.
No, that's a plantain. Okay,
That is a
so
plantain.
here's
We
the
found the plantain salad.
Okay, that looks like a bell pepper. I'm trying it first because Crystal's so very skeptical.
Daddy, wrong way.
Okay, here we go.
So it has a mango yogurt chutney, a plantain salad, and then the jerk spice chicken. It is gluten-free, which is why we wanted to try it.
Okay, if you told me that we're gonna put sweet plantains, which tastes very similar to a banana with bell peppers, I'd be like,
That's
no,
a bell
that does
pepper?
not sound good. That's what that is right there.
Really?
It's yummy.
Is that where the chutney comes into play?
No, I think that this is the chutney right here with the yogurt.
Boy, there's a lot of stuff going on in this thing.
There is a lot of stuff going on here.
Sometimes it's a little too much.
I haven't decided. This might be just right. Okay, the jerk chicken. That's yummy. It's spicy though.
Yeah.
You should definitely have a drink with you.
Yeah. That's the spice.
It kind of hits you slow too. You're like, oh, that's not spicy, and then it just kind of,
Got to build to it.
yeah, with the single bite, just kind of slowly in your mouth. Okay, I'm gonna try some of the chutney.
So
That
it's,
might actually help. Oh, that's good. I like that. I would not have said that if you put these things together, I would like them, but this is really yummy. I really like the mango yogurt chutney. That is like, yum. And I'm not seeing a whole lot of the plantain salad. Is it hiding?
yeah. So
Wait, there's another piece right there.
loving this world. Thanks for watching. We were on with Pete McDivitt the other night.
Yes,
Thank you
he's
so much for
awesome.
watching. That was a lot of fun to do that. I've been looking forward to
Yes.
that for several weeks with Pete. So
That was a
great
ton of
guy.
fun.
That was a lot of fun. I would have had the greatest of time talking with Pete, even if it was just Pete and myself.
Mm-hmm.
And just between us two, I'm not sharing this with anybody, but just us. But
Secret. Shh, don't tell anyone.
even after the live stream was over, Pete, we just chatted for another half hour.
It was awesome.
And we
He
probably could have done another half
Yep.
hour. So he's a great guy. Thank you so much, Pete, for the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
You guys should go check that out as well.
Gosh, good. Sorry.
To me, it's the idea of this just seems to be a lot going on,
I like a lot going on, so that's okay.
but it does have some good spice to it.
We did just
And-
discuss recently the fact that he doesn't really like his food to touch, and there is
Oh
a
no,
lot of
that's
food
okay if they touch. It's just
touching here.
if sometimes when you have a description of a food that's so long that by the time you get to the end of the description, you forgot what the first part was. Sometimes it can be a little too much.
So some foods I like, and then the more I eat them, the less I like them. This is like I'm liking it the more I take the bite. So
Well, see, maybe I
This
should have
is,
another bite. But I think it's funny. I love when you watch the Food Network and you're watching these cooking shows.
no, sorry guys.
When you're watching the Food Network and you're watching these cooking shows and these people come up and they have this amuse-bouche, which is like the one bite. They have this thing that's like this big, and they're like, all right, let me tell you what I've done. And then they sit there and they talk for like 45 seconds. And there's like this little bitty bite of something. And they're like, how did you get all that in this? I think it's just sometimes a little much.
There's some fresh thyme on there too. It's good. It's really good.
I want to try some. I didn't get anything but the chicken before.
Okay, yeah. Get some of the other stuff. The other stuff is yummy. He
I like
says.
the pepper. I like the pepper.
He says.
No, it's good. The pepper is really good. I like that.
Oh, there's some more plantain.
So loving this one. Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
And if you guys are watching and you're not subscribed to us here at Air Magic, we'd love for you to join our community. Hit the subscribe button, and then when you hit that bell notification, like next time we do something like this and we put notifications out, you guys can know about it. Come and join us and play with us in the parks. That'd be great.
And if you can give us a thumbs up if you're having fun with us, it lets
Well, thank you so much.
YouTube know that other people might have fun with us too, so that they know who to share us with. So, and if they should share us. So,
We think that it's fun to share and to have like-minded people, and we love being in the parks. We love doing stuff like this, talking about the food. If you guys are gluten-free, you can watch and kind of get some of the ideas that Susan
Definitely.
has. Because Susan can't have everything as well.
I'm tasting the
So,
sangria.
you want to try the sangria? Now, it's I can't remember the name exactly. Opici Family
white
White
sangria.
Sangria. I'm going to remind you that just because it says Family Sangria doesn't mean you get to share.
No,
It's still just
it's still an adult beverage.
still an adult beverage. But I'm just really
I
thirsty.
just kind of hope for my sangria to be a little sweeter than this is, but that's just me. I
So-
still feel it has a little bit of a dry taste to it. But.
So the Bright Side, we're supposed to be here in October. Bright Side's from France.
Oh,
So, bonjour. I'm so glad that you can join us this evening.
We're so
So
sorry
sad
that
that you
you're
couldn't
not
be here in October.
Yeah.
But we hope that this kind of helps out. We're going to be walking around, and we're going to the France Pavilion. So if you're still with us, the Bright
We'll
Side,
be
when we hit
thinking
France,
about you.
we would love for you to give us your thoughts.
Yes.
Some of the things we're going to check out. There's a new drink teeny. It's really ice cream. that's going to be over there. We're going to be checking that out. So she's still enjoying her jerk chicken.
I am. It's really yummy. Sorry, guys. There's not as much this year that I can have, so.
Yeah, that's true. Usually there's at least 4 or 5 pavilions here and there.
Yeah.
There's not as many. Even though they've combined. This is now officially the Taste of Epcot, which means it's an actual combination. It's a mashup of Flower and Garden and Food and Wine.
Yep, it is.
Sun's going down. It's going to get cooler.
They did keep the Brazil,
Cheese bread.
yes, cheese bread and the pork belly,
Yeah, the pork belly is really good. I
the
like
black
the pork belly.
beans. Those are both gluten-free. So if you're someone who has to be free of gluten, those are great options. You get a whole little meal there. And they are delicious. The cheese bread is my favorite thing, and it's one of the few things I won't share. So the kids know if I get it,
She doesn't
they
share the
shouldn't
cheese
even
bread.
ask. I don't share. I don't share the
She'll
cheese
share
bread.
everything else but cheese bread. If the kids
Yep,
want cheese
everything
bread,
else I'm like,
we just order more cheese
yes,
bread.
yes, more has to be
But
done.
now keep in mind, before you think that that's just like a really mean thing for Susan to do, normally when we walk around with our kids,
They're eating food the whole
they've already
time.
had like 5 or 6 dishes
And then
from
I
across
finally
the way.
get something that I can have, and they're like,
They're like,
"Oh,
they eat it all."
Mom, can I have something?" I'm like, "No, don't touch my cheese bread."
Because they will eat every bit of it. And I don't blame them, it's good. But we've actually kind of taught them to be a little bit foodies just by them being at the Food and Wine Festival.
Yes, they are
Um,
little food snobs now, and we have to budget them. So if you guys have heard this story before, forgive me, but we actually have to give them each one of their little gift card wristband things with a set amount of money that they are allowed to spend. Else we walk out of here on an evening and we've spent like $300 because
So I'm curious, when you're in the chat, if you guys have come to a Food and Wine Festival or a Flower and Garden Festival,
do you have a budget?
do you have a budget? And what's the most, have you ever checked, what's the most you've ever spent on an afternoon? Just by, I mean, we're talking $5 here, $7 here for all the little bites. I mean, what's the most you've
How
spent in
much
an
have you
afternoon?
spent? I will tell you honestly, we have walked out of here before spending over $300 when it was like the transition. When we first started doing this with our kids, they were really hesitant, and if they wanted to try something, we would get
wanted to make
it
it
for them
available.
every
We wanted
time.
them to be
We
able to
wanted
try
them
it.
to learn to like new foods and to try new things and
There's
to not
duck,
be afraid of that.
there's a shrimp taco, there's something they've never heard of before.
Hey, there's a poke bowl, like whatever, like we would, if they
What is
were
confit?
willing to try a bite,
What's jicama
we
slaw?
would buy it. And eventually they reach the point where they're like, you know what, trying things is fun. It's only a couple of bites, yeah. And so they wanted to try everything. Oh, we want to try that. We want to try that. And we would buy like 2 or 3 of every item, and suddenly we've like spent several $100s.
Well, there's 5 of us. It was very easy to spend $35 at one
Oh, my
booth
goodness.
with all the kids trying their own things and doing this and all that. So Emma says that whenever they come to the parks, her boyfriend's like, well, we should have a budget, but that's just never worked out because they want to try everything. Well, I get that.
We don't have a
So-
set budget. We do, for the kids, we do. So we'll give them, normally it's like $20 to $25.
$20 to $25, we put in a
of
gift
their own
card.
to spend, which if you think about it, is not bad for a kid. And it's on their own. And they actually have learned to work together. So now they'll look over the menu books, when they have their little passports, and they'll be like, oh, hey, I want to try that. And one of the other kids will be like, ooh, I want to try that too. Do you want to try this thing? And they both want those 2 things. So one will buy one and one will buy the other, and then they
actually share bites.
which is rare.
Crazy.
They don't like to share with each other generally, but they have learned to work together, so it's really an overall positive thing. But all right, are we good? No, there is no trash can.
No trash can in
We're
here.
all alone too.
Oh, we got the whole place to ourselves.
I know.
What do you guys want to talk
Sorry,
about?
guys.
What do you guys want to talk about? Nobody can hear us.
Yeah.
It's funny,
just
sometimes when
us.
we do these live streams, you can hear people in the background going, what are they talking about? What's really funny is, and we love this as well, we've actually had some of our new friends that we've met because they were watching us live streaming on an attraction.
Yes.
And so they started
Like we're
watching
in the
us
queue line
while they're in the
waiting.
queue line, they're
Yeah.
watching us in the attraction. And so they jump up and they'll walk up to us and they'll like continue the conversation. It's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
But some of our best friends now, Disney family, We Need Your Magic, are people that we've met in the parks that have followed us while we're live streaming.
Yep.
But it's kind of funny when you have people come up and they're like, well, what do they talk about? What do you talk about when you're talking to the cameras and stuff like
Your
that?
napkin blow away.
What's that? Oh, my napkin's gone? Are you
Emma
littering?
said, Emma said her husband, or her boyfriend rather, wants to, sorry, I didn't mean to mess that up, Emma. Emma did not imply anything. That he wants to see merch. What kind of merch does he want to see? I mean, does he want to see festival merch? Does he want to see?
Well, we've got a festival booth up here we can come check out as well. Not all the way off.
There's a little bit left.
I gotta lick the bottom of the cup.
You.
Come on, I'm gonna get dehydrated. By the way, the sangria is very sweet. I'm not a sangria drinker. I don't drink a lot of alcohol. Especially never drink in front of the kids usually when we're out. It's always in moderation, but it's good to try it out. But it's very sweet. Yeah. Cute little cup. Our daughter would want to take this home.
Yes, she would, but she's not here, so we're gonna throw it away.
All right,
Don't tell her, guys.
Don't tell our daughter that we're throwing one of the cups away. She would be so upset. If you look in our cupboard, guys, no joke, we have all kinds of festival like bowls and plates and cups and stuff that's we've kept over the years, mainly because our kids can't bring them to throw them away, and you can't blame them. I mean, they're good. We still use them. I mean, I've got cups from food and wine festivals from 2 years ago that we still have in the cupboard that my daughter will use for a little drink here and there.
Somebody told us that we should give the terrarium, the chocolate pudding terrarium, another try. So maybe before we leave, we can try that.
I can't remember. Was that Megan or was that? I think that may have been Skipper Bob even told us that we needed to try that.
So we should try it again. When we had it last year, it was not my favorite.
I did not enjoy it. It was very sticky and it just did not have a texture that I enjoyed.
And I have cooked with chia seeds, so I know how to make chia seed pudding.
But everything can be a one-off.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go check out the area over here. We may have to. We'll pop over this way. We'll go inside the little area and look at some of the merchandise. That's for food and wine. So, give you guys a preview.
Bright sun.
Bright suns. This isn't Galaxy's Edge.
No, but the sun is still bright.
Oh.
I love that castle. That's really cute. The olive to cook.
Olive to cook.
Yeah.
So we're going to check out some of the merchandise. Some of the merchandise in here is pass holder only merchandise.
Thank you for visiting us today.
We need to get a carrot and some of those cups for our son. He likes to drink water from the filtered fridge.
That's true.
He will come downstairs like 100 times during the day.
We could just make a corral.
Because, if he has the water upstairs, it's like maybe it gets amoebas in it or something. He will only drink it
This has amoebas in it.
freshly from the fridge.
I don't like water if it's got amoebas in it either. I don't like amoebas in my water. So.
They still have that pass holder platter, the one that you would put maybe oil in.
Yeah, they have this platter. I think it is like a bread and olive oil platter.
It's super fun.
It looks cute, but I think it would have very, very little use.
We don't do bread.
Not a lot of
with
practical.
olive oil
Not like something you would use all the time.
If I could eat bread, I would be all over that.
You can see the child shoulder plush over there, along with Figment. The child just showed up as a shoulder plush earlier this week in Walt Disney World. We haven't seen him just yet in the stores ourselves. He is there. He is coming. I think this is the busiest we've ever had to wait to go inside of one of the merchandise places. Okay, so a lot of the stuff in here is pass holders, and they almost all say pass holder on them, whether the shirts with the sleeves.
Jolly Holiday is working some long hours right now. It's month in for her job.
Jolly Holiday with Mary?
Yes. She had to work until 10 p.m. last night, and it looks like him again tonight.
Oh, that's rough.
Goodness gracious. We're so glad we could give you a little break.
We get it, Jolly Holiday. We're having to work past 9 p.m. tonight ourselves.
I wouldn't say it's crowded. Jolly Holiday with Mary says it looks a bit crowded. I would say more that it's just the weekend.
Yeah, it is.
So it's the start of the weekend, whereas normally on a weekday by this time crowds would start to be thinning. A lot of people are just arriving.
Well, and also it's just because the park is open later, and it's not something.
The park's not about to close.
Yeah.
Like it normally would
Still got a few more hours left in the park, so people are kind of hanging around. But look at, I mean, even the line over there.
Those are really cute.
The Mexico line's very long.
Have you seen those before?
Yes, the wine ears.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a quick look at what we've got for the merchandise. I love the carafe. I love the individual glasses. This whole setup will cost you a little bit. It's $30 for the carafe. It's $15 each for each of these glasses. They're all pass holders. They say pass holders on the back with the logo. So it's $30 for this, $15 each for this. So we're talking a good chunk for the entire set, but they're adorable. So
It's not a huge craft. It maybe holds like 3 cups of juice.
yeah, it's not a huge one. Water bottle. I can get a water bottle and then I have my own water. There's the I Love to Cook pass holder shirt. Again, everything down here is all pass holder, including, like I said, the glasses. They all have the Spaceship Earth logo on the bottom with the coordinating color for that glass. You got peach, purple, yellow, and red. I would buy these glasses in a heartbeat if we had more room in the cabinet.
Yeah, we already have a lot.
Ah, I've got so many Disney glasses. Now, these are the plastic cups and plate holders. They are, I believe, $8. The general ones I have every year, but this should have a pass holder one.
This one is really cool because it's like a wooden.
Like a wooden chopping board almost. And it's $13. Of course, pass holders get an awesome 30% off right now, so take that into account. And this is the plate platter that Susan was talking about. Now, this is my assumption that because of the fact that it has olive to cook on it, you put your olive oil in it with spices, or the bread there, and then the olive oil, you can dip the bread in it.
Yep. You can push
Great
your bread
platter.
up against the edge,
Boom,
and
boom.
then it keeps it from.
Cute plate, doesn't have a lot of practicality to it, but
But very cute.
honestly, we are, there's nothing practical about being a Disney fan, but we don't stop doing that either.
The wine ears are cute as well. It
This,
does say taste of
it says Epcot International
Yeah.
Food and Wine Festival on the side, 2020.
and then on the other side it says taste around the world.
Taste around the world.
Taste your way around the world.
And then it's got the grapes on top. Emma wants to know why the glasses are so expensive, because people will buy them.
Yes, that is why.
So the mug here is $20, and this is for the beer, the brews around the world. $25 for the insulated wine glass. Yes, loving Disney World because they say Disney on them. But keep in mind, you know, you get 30% off as a pass holder, so that helps a little bit as well. So what's that? $150, $3, $4.50. So it's basically $10.50 per glass after your discount.
Very cute. I love these.
I would
They
be
are
scared to break
$15.
those. The stemless wine glass. So those are cool. Just some of the merchandise you can get here. So we'll slip on out and give up the space and let others come check it out as well. Oh, we got a breeze coming through here. The breeze is good. All right, so today I think is National Lobster Day.
Is it?
I think it is. So I really was kind of hoping I can get a lobster roll somewhere, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not.
If there's any place with a lobster roll here or not.
There may be a lobster roll over in the America Pavilion, but I don't know what I'm talking
Do
about.
we need water still?
That would probably be good.
This would be our next place to get.
Let's do that. Let's try not to get dehydrated and pass out on live streams if we can avoid it. That would be bad.
I'm gonna get 4, and I'm gonna fill my.
Oh my gosh.
bottle back.
Oh, okay. So Susan's going to jump in and ask for some water from the cantina. Woke up and asked for water here. I think some of the best advice we had ever gotten was one time we were riding the boat over to Morocco, and our friendship boat captain informed us that alcoholic beverages do not count toward hydration. He says a lot of people come here and they think, well, if I'm drinking all the time, then I'm staying liquefied, but that's not the case.
Makes you less hydrated over time. So
really bad for you. Hello, Laura.
How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
We are dehydrated. How are you? So if you guys aren't aware of the fact that anytime that there's a place in which you can get soft drinks or fountains, there's a fountain bar where you can get and order a separate drink that's not in a bottle. That means they should have water. And you can walk up and just simply ask if you can have an ice water, and they will be glad to oblige.
So one of the fun things here, though, is they do have Doritos, like soda. They have pineapple, mango, and apple. The bottled.
Oh, yeah.
So those
I thought you said Doritos. I'm like, I don't want Doritos. Is it Doritos? Thank you. So, pineapple, mango, fruit punch, and apple. Traditional Mexican sodas. Thank you, John. Some of the other things here you can get at La Cantina.
We also have frozen mango margaritas.
Pollo cascabel. Tacos de barbacoa. Woo! Stacked it. Wow, that was amazing.
Take half of that.
All right. She did all 4 of them. Did you not see how well she stacked 4? She was just mastering those things. All right, so 3.
Alright, see, there's a...
One over here? No? If you know the words to the song, feel free to sing along, guys. This is the most exciting live stream in Disney World right now. If you guys were, watching somebody else's live stream and you weren't watching Susan pour water in her water bottle, you just missed out.
Thank you for visiting us today. Just a few reminders. Face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth and be worn at all times, except cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you.
One water bottle. All right, Loving Disney World wants to see the backside before you pour it in there. Hang on, let me get the backside of it. The backside of water. You seeing that? Hang on, let me get in there. Backside of water. Look at that. Get that backside up. Woo!
Put the backside of the ice. Down the ice.
See, that's nice right there. You can only see that here and on the Jungle Cruise.
Which one is the third? Just putting the water.
Hey, don't be sampling the goods. Hey, this ain't free here. I mean, come on. Oh. Megan wants to know, why is it so humid? But just think, just because it's fall, it's not nearly as bad.
Give me a receipt.
Hold on to that receipt. All right. 4 cups of water. Settle. Subtotal. Settle. Tax. Settle. Amount due. Settle. Not bad. Good deal. Not passing out during your live stream. Priceless. Shall we keep going?
Yes, let's do this. All right.
Our hydration station here. All right. So,
Oh, that was in that.
how has your day been so far today, Megan? I hope it's been extremely magical. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Ricky. Appreciate it, guys.
Right. I think now we can safely go in search of cheese.
Yes, we're going to go in search of cheese. That's a funny thing to hear. Okay, you will not see Susan anymore during the live stream.
I'm sorry.
She's gotten on the blind side.
It's tight here. It's tight. It's trying to...
It's just me from now on. So, whoop, there we go. So, oh my gosh, a big old pile of nachos with guacamole. Like a huge thing of guacamole on it. That looks so good.
So yummy. I always wind up eating somewhere else.
So, Jolly Holiday with Mary wants to know, how is the weather in late October? Still hot. Still hot.
Pretty warm.
Matter of fact, there have been times.
In the evening, sometimes once the sun goes down, it'll cool down a little.
It will get a little cooler than the evening does. So let's put it this way, Jolly Holiday with Mary. I've actually run a couple of 10Ks the first and second week of November for the Wine and Dine, and it will be really hot in the morning, and that's in November. So I know sometimes people think, well, it's fall and you've gotten in October and it's getting cold everywhere else. So maybe it's gotten colder here. We may get into colder nights in November and late December, but October, you're still very much going to be dealing with hot weather. Still going to need to hydrate. Still wear short sleeves, shorts if you can do it, and just try not to get overheated as much as possible. So even now, it's getting pleasant with the sun going down, but it's still humid and it still can get a little bit sweaty, so to speak.
Yes, I am very sticky at this point. Oh, I was going to say, hey, I want some bubble tea, but now no.
So, look at this is the line here for EPCOT, not EPCOT, but Frozen Ever After. I want to call it EPCOT Ever After. So it's actually going back around to the other side of the pavilion, which means it's probably somewhere around in the 45 minute to 50-minute range when it gets to this point. And I'll show you guys, it goes all the way around the corner here. And here's the end of, oh, no, we were wrong. We were wrong. It goes over this way. Here's the end. I found it. This is the end for Frozen Ever After. Boom. The new attraction here in China. So it's a little bit of a longer line at the moment. So my best guess at this point is probably somewhere around 50 minutes to an hour at this point. So it's funny because I still remember the very first time that Anna and Elsa came over to EPCOT from over the Magic Kingdom. And when they first came over, they met over in this area, and the line would actually extend in the very beginning all the way over into China. So it kind of reminds me of those days. I still remember when that first started happening.
It's not a 5-hour line.
No. I still remember dads back in the day of people in Epcot opening. Dads would go running and tackling with their arms forward to go jump in line to save their family a spot, just so that their daughters could meet Anna and Elsa.
So if there wasn't a long line here, then we'd have some really interesting things to have to eat.
Oh, you're talking about this one? It's kind of a long line, isn't it? So
I've heard the chicken dumplings are really good, and if I could have a bao bun, I would be all about that Mongolian beef bao bun because that sounds delicious.
The crispy fried shrimp sounds good with the Chengdu street
with
fries.
The street fries. Wonder what makes them street fries.
Of course, the Chinese dumplings are served with Chinese slaw.
Yeah.
I love slaw.
Sure.
Sometimes to get an idea, you can kind of hang out and kind of get a glimpse of what things look like. But it does. It smells amazing over here. You can smell them. See a Happy Peach is being poured.
Love in Disney World says the bao bun is very good.
Oh, and the bao bun? Yes.
Yeah, there's some beers.
So you can smell it. Oh, it smells delicious. We're gonna have to come back and I want to come back again with the kids and have some more food later on in the season as well.
Our middle son would be all about that area.
So, poll time. I'd love to hear from you guys. Who here so far has seen Mulan?
The live action.
Have you seen the live action Mulan? Who has gotten the premium Disney Plus and seen the remake so far?
And what did you think?
Yeah, what's your reaction? What do you guys think? Skipper Bob is waiting till December 4th, I think it is that sometime the first week of December, it's going to be free on Disney Plus.
We are also waiting until December.
We are actually also waiting. Yes, we are.
Yes.
Going to give us some time because it's not a huge priority for us at the moment.
I'm not gonna lie, everything I hear about it makes me think I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah, I heard there's
I'm a huge fan of the
they're missing a few characters from the movie, so I'm gonna hold off for that for now.
So I did actually love
No
Beauty
dragons.
and the Beast when it was remade. I loved Cinderella when it was remade. I really loved all the music from Mulan. I just felt
The idea that
if you suck all the
I've heard the music's in the background in the soundtrack, but it's not a direct musical singing. So,
take that away, it's just not gonna be the
and Brightside says they're gonna have it in France in December as well. So there you go, Kylie. Got to have Disney family. Disney family's got to be able to see it, right? So anybody who's in the Orlando area wants to come over and watch Mulan over at our place, we'll provide the TV and the popcorn. Mango gingerita. Wow, you're all about the margaritas tonight. That's unusual.
Why is that? That's not normally my thing.
It's not your thing. Look at the fluffy clouds up there, though. It's like cotton candy. Love in Disney World says she's going to wait until after Christmas. If you've got Disney Plus, then you can wait a little bit and save yourself a little bit.
While coughing and sneezing and maintain physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
Steve still hasn't seen Mulan either. Wow, so we've pretty much got a consensus so far. All right, so what's on our menu here? We got the warm raclette Swiss cheese, and that's $5.50. And then we've got one that is
There's one with ham and one without.
one with ham and one with just the baby potatoes
Everything else,
and the vegetables and the
little
bread.
Baby pickles.
Okay.
And then there's
The blueberry and almond frangipane tart
Which
served
I
with
could-
creme fraiche.
have that, I would. Frangipane is awesome, guys. If you come, you should try that. I'm a huge fan of frangipane. I have a frozen rosé.
And adult icing. So, unfortunately, none of that, the Swiss cheese is gluten-free.
Gluten-free. However,
If you get it without the bread, maybe?
I'm pretty sure because the raclette Swiss cheese, literally all they're doing
Is warming the cheese and melting it right off.
and scraping it off.
And the rest of it's just baby corn and potatoes.
pickles. So I'm thinking if they leave the bread, it should be good. So I'm going to ask them if they can do that.
Okay.
If you have an allergy, I don't recommend you do this.
No, she is gluten.
It will make me sick, but it's not going to make me go into anaphylactic shock and die. So at worst, I'm going to be like miserable for a couple of days. But usually I can make.
She's gonna make it. She's gonna take the chance for melted
normally
cheese.
I can make a guarded judgment, like a educated judgment.
So the Alps last year in the festival, previous festivals, was over there on the edge of Norway. It has moved over here to China at the moment. And if you love cheese, oh my gosh, guys, I hope we're going to be able to see them make this because it is just, it's so good to watch. They take this gigantic block of cheese, it gets fired up and melted, and they just scrape off the top melted part onto your food.
Jolly Holiday great job of how they did there.
It's your fault.
They vary in price dramatically, honestly, depending on where you're getting them and how big they are. So a lot of the ones that we have food, the little outdoor kitchens are $8 to $10. If you're getting one, say at one of the Disney bars, it can be anywhere between 14
Yeah,
and 18.
it can be a lot more.
Yeah, depending. So, here.
And if they stick a glow cube in it, you're done. That's another $4 to $5 added to it. They stick a glow cube in an origami worm and all that kind of stuff. All of a sudden, it's Halloween.
That looks
Oh, there is the tart. Ooh.
yummy.
I can smell the burning.
I can too.
They're burning the
So
cheese.
you're right about close enough that you can see. If you try to place it with me, you can see the cheese.
See the block of cheese here?
So there's like this metal piece there is actually a heater.
See what I was doing?
And
They
they're
put it under the
sticking it
heater.
underneath there, and it gets nice and hot until the cheese in that block melts, and they literally just scrape the melted cheese right off. How awesome is that? So you can see the one on the left is getting really super
Yep, there it is.
creamy, and that's probably the one they'll be scraping next.
And they just take these
They make
gigantic
this
wheels of
to-
cheese.
They make it to order, which is why I can put this request.
It takes so long because they have to melt it.
Yes. Which is why they have this specially designed cue that whips back around on itself.
It whips. It whips. Whips.
No, we're not starting that. We
Like
are not
whole
starting
whip.
that. You went back and forth with our oldest child last night.
It's cool whip.
Changing how he pronounced the
I didn't change it.
You
It's
did
cool whip.
too.
It's cool whip. Look at that. We can smell the cheese from here. I wonder what they do when they get right to the very bottom. When that comes like unmanageable. And then they just tilt it
They just scrape it off.
and scrape it right off
But
onto
they-
your food.
I mean, literally, it's a paint scraper. Do you guys see this? They're using a paint scraper.
It's
that is-
culinary tools. They scrape the cheese.
And they pull the bread off, so I can literally just say, hey, no bread. They just tore off part of that baguette and put it in.
I think you should be fine as long as they don't put the bread on there.
Yep.
I wish there was a way you could put your bread on mine.
We might be able to ask that.
The Alps. So this is again one of the newer ones that only opened about a week or so ago. And if
Bob says that ham works for him.
the ham, with the ham,
With the ham.
you gotta have a little protein, right?
Yep. Oh, you can smell the cheese.
Oh, yeah, I can very smell it. If you don't like the smell of cheese, you cannot work here. It's very strong, and it's not
Swiss
like
cheese. It's distinctive. We're not talking like American cheese. We're talking.
it is
Swiss
distinctive.
cheese. It smells so good.
It is distinctive. It does have the stink of Swiss cheese.
I like the smell of Swiss cheese. So this
It's like on
is
the edge of not being pleasant to me, just on the very edge. So,
Man.
are they doing it again?
Yeah, they just scraped off one of the big ones.
I don't know if I would say that, Megan. The ever so slightly smell of feet.
Ew.
Oh
I'm
no!
not gonna be able to get this out of
Oh no! It's
I think it smells yummy.
not tasty. All right, looks like I'm going to be eating Susan's serving of this.
Delicious Pete.
Mmm. A little bit of toe jam on that and
Stop it, dog.
culinary delight. Oh. So you're gonna get two, and ask for one with no bread. I don't know if that's something they can put on. Hello, Emily. And is there a way we can ask ahead of time that hers not have the bread be put on it because she can't have bread? It's an allergic preference.
No, it's not. Stop it.
It's gonna be $11. I need 2 hams, one of the hams with bread and another pull.
They're all asking allergy and preference.
They don't want you to die. We don't want you to die either. It's an allergy or like I said, guys. Don't do this. Thank you so
Thank you, Emily. We appreciate it. All right, now we're going to see up close. You guys ready? Get ready for the screenshots. I got a frozen rosé up there as well.
The little potatoes and the prenticons.
Here are the potatoes and the
Tiny pickles. That's
Tiny
what
little
the
pickles.
prenticon is. It's a really tart, tiny pickle.
and there's the cheese scrape going on. All right, so this is our chance to see the cheese scrape, guys.
You guys need to see our receipt or? So cool. If I had a tool like this, I would eat cheese all day. I would not be thin. I would be even less thin than I am now.
So we've got the potatoes and the little pickles,
See it
the
like
ham.
bubbling, guys. It's like so cool. And so they can turn it on this little screw to keep it close to the heat. So it turns up. Got a full operation going on here. So cool.
All right, so you guys ready for the dip?
Yummy. It's all like toasty. Oh my goodness. If you want to give him my bread, that's fine too. Like one of them's with bread and one's without. So, if you want no bread on mine, but you can put my bread on his if you would like. Oh, bread on the side, that works.
Okay,
too. You got
perfect.
it? Perfect.
Thank you
Awesome.
very
Thank
much.
you. All right. There we go. So he was talking about wanting to have my bread. Now he has it. So.
All right, I'm trying. I'm gonna drop the bread. I'm a bread dropper. And because this cheese is hot, this is hot
For the health and
cheese.
safety of everyone, face
Hot cheese.
coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth.
Hot
And
cheese.
be worn at all times, except when actively eating.
I'm not lying, this cheese is really, really hot.
Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing.
Yeah, my finger's
Thank you for
burning.
your cooperation.
All right,
Do I need to take something?
we need to find a table.
I need to find a table.
My poor little finger. All right. Oh, the things we do for melted cheese. All right, it's cooling off. It's a little bit better. All right, so we're gonna walk over here and try.
So this is the kind of food that you want to
It's like
burn
the,
your tongue because it's better when it's hot.
oh yeah, it's really good when it's hot. But it's sort of like the opposite of Dole Whip. It's, you know, if you wait too long, it's not as good. Let's find ourselves a table somewhere.
We're finding a table. Table.
Wow, it's so busy today. That's something that's.
An empty one, but the chairs are not on.
All right, well, we may have to go to Germany to find a table.
We may.
Crazy. Still looking for a table. And looking. So we do have not a lot of tables here right now. We still haven't found a table.
I'm going to I will happily take one in the sunshine at this point.
We may have to. We've got a table over here. But it's in the full sun. How about this one?
It's partially shaded. Let's do it.
All right. Oh. Woo! That was warm. Hot cheese.
Alright. Get you guys set up so you can have a bite with us. Alright, are we? Oh! I gotta turn you around. I'm sorry. I thought we were already turned around. There we go! Sorry, you had a lovely
View of the ground.
view of the sign on the other side of us. Pocket away this
Can't really see the
receipt.
pickles in there.
we're standing in place. I'm gonna take my mask off, put it in my pocket. Oh, this ham, guys. Okay, let me hold my guys up so you guys can see. Oh, sorry. Water bottle. You guys see? The ham is like shaved. Okay. He's still taking, we have two, so I don't have to wait for him to take photos. Oh, see, it's already thickening up. My little potato. Oh.
Let me bring it down just a little.
That's so good.
Can we move it this way?
Now, as we mentioned, it is just straight up Swiss cheese. So if you don't like Swiss cheese,
It is a preference if you don't
this would
really
not
care
be
for Swiss.
maybe a meal for you. Oh, the yum. Oh, the yum.
Got the papa going on with this too, don't we?
So good. So the ham's really salty, and it has a texture that's
the music's
almost
great.
like I'm trying to think what to compare it to.
What's that? I'm sorry. I'm
texture
totally
of
into the music. Like,
the
is there
texture of
food?
the ham. It's really super thin.
Oh, I love good, thin, shaved ham.
Kind of dry and salty. It goes really well.
Oh, the cheese has already gotten solid on me.
Yep. Oh, I have one of the little pickles. Our middle son loves these little pickles. Like, maybe we're the only parents that do this. So, like, we'll buy a jar of pickles and we're thinking, so we can have them with, like, sandwiches. And the next day, the whole jar of pickles is gone.
Do you guys have any, like, pickle eaters in your house that, like, eat all the pickles? I have bought a $7 jar of pickles. Like, they're really good pickles, you know?
We don't buy the good pickles anymore.
I mean, really, they're really good, nice. The
Never
pickles
been
that are always
pasteurized, never been heat sealed.
they're refrigerated. They're the best pickles you can get. The next day we will wake up with the pickles. All of a sudden, everybody has this guilty look on their face. Somehow, in the middle of the night, somebody went on a pickle
All
thing.
the kids ate the pickles.
You have
It's not
a
even.
drinking problem tonight.
I know, I am.
Margaritas and spilling drinks everywhere.
I didn't have any margaritas yet.
Drinking problems here.
No.
But yeah, we so
It's the ice.
they would love this. They would. Oh, the ice is the water's going
Yeah,
over the
it
ice.
slings, the ice slides forward and pushes the water like a tsunami. Alright, I need this knife. Because he's right, the cheese is already thickening up.
Yeah, the cheese.
So like we said, you eat it fast.
Eat it quick. Get a table and eat it quick.
And I'm doing a potato and some ham. Because this ham really is awesome.
Megan, I got extra bread. I got a lot of bread. And Jolly Holiday, they're gonna give you just a little bit so you'll come back for more. So far all I've had was just the cheese is now solid. You gotta eat quick. I wanna get some ham. Now, the next best thing to this, and I hope they do have it,
This is actually really filling. So
EPCOT Festival of the Holidays. This is when you come and you get the cheese fondue with the bread bowl and the vegetables. It's my son's favorite EPCOT Festival item is the
Yes.
fondue, and it's only during the last week of November and December during the Festival of the Holidays. I hope that it returns.
They say that
It
they
is a
will have
favorite.
some festival chicken kitchens, so we're hoping that that will be one of them.
My cheese is completely re-solidified at this point. Where's my pickle?
I
Oh, there's the
love
pickles.
the Festival of the Three Kings outdoor kitchen because generally
that little
most
pickle.
of the food there is gluten-free.
Look at that, it's tiny. Anybody else eat?
They're itty-bitty pickles.
Anybody else eat pickles with cheese?
If you told me, hey, I'm gonna put melted cheese on pickles, I'd be like, not so much, but they're actually really good. They're like super tart. They're like sour pickles. It's actually really good with the cheese.
You should tell people what it is you used to eat when you were pregnant. You used to go into the refrigerator and make your own little concoction?
Yes, but I would do, okay, so I would pick like the long dill pickles and I'd slice them in little long strips, and then I would wrap lunch meat around them, normally like ham, like I would roll it up and then I would just eat it. It was delicious.
10 o'clock at night, I'm sitting there in the living room. Somehow she's disappeared, comes back in from the kitchen, like, what are you eating? She's like, nothing. Like, what are you eating? She has this pickle wrapped with ham. And she's like, I'm like,
It was so good.
What are you doing? Like, I was
I'm not
hungry.
normally a pickle person,
I'm like,
but
can I get, I'm like, are you so desperate that, what can I
pregnancy
get you?
craving thing did full.
No, that's
full
what she
true
wanted.
For me, yeah.
She wanted pickles wrapped with
I
ham.
did do really weird stuff with it. I didn't eat like pickles with ice cream or no.
I know
I
how
did, however,
one
send
kind
him
of
out late at night
giant
to get.
glob of cheese now.
That's funny. I did send him out one time late at night to get Krispy Kreme donuts for me because I was craving them horribly, and the Krispy Kreme where we lived at the time was open 24 hours a day. So it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I was like, I just kept talking about them until finally he was like, do I need to go get some? And I'm like,
Get out of bed and just
well,
go get some
I mean,
Krispy
if
Kreme.
you want to. And he did. He was awesome. He was an awesome husband. And he went and got me Krispy Kreme donuts.
She wanted a cobbler one night, 10:30 at night. She wanted a cobbler. Like, really? So I went out and got stuff and baked a cobbler. Now, if she had known that we could get and melt cheese on top of ham and pickles, probably would have been doing that at 10 o'clock at night too.
Yeah, absolutely. Got the salty and the tart.
It is
the
the saltiness of the ham is really good.
Yes, it's really good. You can get it without the ham if you want. At which point I think it would be vegan if you left the bread out.
Thank you for visiting
Well,
us today.
not vegan because
For the
that's
health
cheese.
and safety
Vegetarian.
of everyone,
Vegetarian.
face coverings
Vegetarian.
must fully cover your nose and
'Cause you got the
mouth and
cheese
mouth
in there.
at all times, including when taking photographs. The exception would be when eating or drinking while stationary. Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose while coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you for your cooperation.
The boys were wondering where the narrator came from the other night when we were at Disney Springs. She's the same voice that shows up even there.
Yes, this is like when they first opened, they did not have that particular narrator. There's a male voice that also does a message, and this one is newer. And she has that lovely accent that makes you just want to listen to everything she says, which is probably why they chose her.
So Jolly Holiday with Mary brought up something that is very true. If you guys were to contact me right now and ask for me to book a trip for you into 2021, right now, if I were to book any tickets for 2021, I could actually add a park hopper option
For next year.
for 2021. Now, that does not necessarily mean that we're going to be back to park hopping come January, but it does mean that there's a possibility, and there hasn't been any formal announcement as of yet. But as park capacities are raised, even today, the governor of Florida made the announcement that the state is now moving officially into phase 3 of reopening, and therefore all restrictions on capacities for restaurants and bars have been lifted, at least for state regulations.
So they can open at 100% capacity.
And
They can have indoor dining.
so who knows, when we get to January, we may actually be able to start park hopping again. We may be able to start doing fast passes again, but there's not been anything formally announced as of yet, Mary. But when booking your trips, and if you guys contact us to help you book any of that, we can most definitely put in there that you would like to have park hoppers added.
Yes.
If we get to January, or we get to your trip in particular and that has not been enacted, Disney would just refund you the cost of the park hopping. Or if, for instance, you want to make your reservation for
You haven't paid
2021,
in full yet?
yeah, and let's just say you did pay for it, and you just bought the base ticket, and then right before you go, you wanted to upgrade to park hoppers,
can do
we
that.
can take care of that
It's
for you
no
as well.
additional
But
fee.
nothing's been officially announced as of this point, but we are ever hopeful as we move forward into the next year that we will see some fast passes start to return, park hopping return, because as more and more people are coming, we're starting to see lines go a bit longer. So it's going to become to a point where I think there is going to be a need for virtual lines and or fast passes to some extent. How that's going to come about, we're not really sure yet.
No.
But you know, as soon as we hear something, we're going to be putting it out for you guys.
You guys know I love Disney, but one of the things I love about Universal right now is they do have virtual queues for pretty much any of their lines once they fill the regular queue, which doesn't take very long with social distancing. And then you don't have to wait in that line anymore. So they don't have a free fast pass type system. You do have to pay for their express pass, but even without that, they do have those virtual lines, so you're not having to wait in long lines. And that's more, honestly, I don't think it's to save you time so much as just to, there's a limited amount of space to put queues in, and they don't want people queuing up in the wide open walkways that they have in their street facades. They want to keep that space open for social distancing purposes, but the side benefit to all of us is that we don't have to wait in very long lines for anything except for Hagrid's, and even for that one, they tend to just, at some point, they'll just close the queue line entirely, even if they're just on a regular queue and not doing a virtual. So you're still not waiting in a long line necessarily.
Look,
So how is the bread?
I'm having a ham and cheese sandwich.
Once it gets thick, you can't really, put the bread in it anymore. So
Shove it in and go
this
for
isn't
it.
a fondue. It's just straight up melted cheese, so it thickens up pretty quickly. My next ice water, I'm going to have to request just no ice because there's still plenty of ice in there. This water bottle for $9 at Walmart, and it actually does a really good job of keeping things cold. The ice does not melt quickly at all, so like a third full of ice.
Anybody in Epcot want a whole loaf of bread? Make sure you bring your bag with you. You can have it. Just walk by, open your bag, and then you can bag it.
It's a dad joke.
Huh. Wow. We've been doing a lot of eating so far.
Yes. So guys, if you've joined us late, if you're not a follower, welcome. We love to do these live streams just to give you guys a really accurate picture of what the parks look like right now. It's not like we can edit it. You're seeing what we're seeing, so you can see the crowds behind us as we're walking through, and we flip the camera, you can see what's in front of us. And that just makes everything a little better. Oh, there's a little friend over there that might want to share some of your bread.
Oh my goodness.
We are so glad that you chose to spend some of your Friday evening with us. If you are enjoying what you see tonight, we would love it if you would subscribe so that you can see us again the next time that we are on live or we post a video. And definitely hit that bell notification button. That way you'll know that we're going live before anyone else. YouTube always notifies our subscribers that have asked for notifications as soon as we post that we're going to go live, so you know ahead of time and you can plan for it. And if you're having an enjoyable evening, if you have not given us a thumbs up, if you would do that, we would so appreciate it. It lets us know that we're doing a good job, and it lets YouTube know that you guys are enjoying us and that someone else might like us as well. So